Ever wondered why people go on killing sprees?
Are you interested in exploring the paranormal?
Baffled by stories of previous lives?
Well, so are we.
In each episode, we'll be discussing the weird and wonderful stories of some truly confusing phenomenons and some horrific true crime cases.
Find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and join us every Tuesday wherever you listen to your podcasts.
And be prepared to be totally and utterly perplexed.
Applebee's has a brand new Big Easy menu. It features all your Bourbon Street favorites in one new menu. Plus a new Bourbon Street chicken and andouille sausage penne starting at just $11.99.
Limited time price, participation, and selection may vary.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/ACAST and use code ACAST for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/ACAST and use code ACAST at checkout.
I used to think buying foundation online was impossible. How am I supposed to find my shade when I can't even get it right in store? Then I discovered Il Maquillage. I took their AI-powered quiz to find my custom match, and wow, this foundation is literally my skin in a bottle. The undertone and coverage are spot on. It's so neutral and weightless, I can't even tell I'm wearing makeup. Plus, with Try Before You Buy, you can try your full size at home for 14 days. Take the Power Match quiz now at ilmaquillage.com/quiz. ILMAKIAGE.com/quiz.
An Unsolvable Mystery. I'm Jason Horton.
I'm Rebecca Lieb.
And this is Ghost Town.
In February 1982, inside UFO 5440, the 12th book in the Choose Your Own Adventure series, was published to the anticipation of middle schoolers everywhere. It was written by Edward Packard, who not only created the Choose Your Own Adventure brand, but arguably the entire genre of interactive fiction. As students the world over enveloped themselves in the page-turning narrative maze, myself included, they realized something. The book was completely and frustratingly unsolvable. Today on Ghost Town, inside UFO 5440, the unsolvable or unwinnable Choose Your Own Adventure. The plot of Inside UFO 5440 was not unlike many of Packard's other Choose Your Own Adventure series. The protagonist, you, is kind of a generic person. In the illustrations, you're always kind of a white male teenager, I would say, and as you go through the story, you make decisions, turning to the page where your decision leads to continue that story. In this way, a Choose Your Own Adventure book can give you many different endings, many different outcomes, depending on what decisions you make and what pages you turn to. UFO 5440 was different, though, in that it had two strange warnings before you even began the story. They said, "Warning, 4 exclamation points. Do not read this book straight through from beginning to end. These pages contain many different adventures you can have inside UFO 5440. From time to time as you read along, you will be asked to make a choice. Your choice may lead to success or disaster. The adventure you have will be the result of the decisions you make. After you make your choice, follow the instructions to see what happens to you next." So this warning, I believe, is in front of most of the Choose Your Own Adventure books. But then this book has a second warning. The second warning reads, "Special warning, 4 exclamation points. While you are on board UFO 5440, you may hear about Ultima, the planet of paradise. And you may wonder if one of your adventures will lead you there. Sadly to say, many never reach Ultima, because no one can get there by making choices or following instructions. There is a way to reach Ultima. Maybe you'll find it." Then the story begins, and you, the protagonist, are aboard the Concorde, flying from New York to London. When the plane reaches the exact coordinates mentioned in the title, A cigar-shaped craft appears and you are teleported aboard. The book makes note in many places that this probably is the last time you will ever see your family, or even Earth. Aboard the ship, you meet aliens searching for an idyllic utopian planet called Ultima. They can do this because no one on the ship ages. You wander the halls, meeting other Earth people who have been kidnapped from different places and eras, along with aliens with crazy powers. Some storylines lead you to try to escape the ship and return to Earth. Some of them have you trying to find Ultima. Some of them have you doomed to, quote, Soma, a dark fate where you sleep for 1 billion years. Most of the endings, in my experience, result in bizarre and violent space deaths that are probably not suited for a middle school reader. As you flip through the book, trying not to die, you see that on page 101 there is a 2-page illustration where you actually find Ultima, a sunbeam-laden landscape with green trees and beautiful buildings. But this ending cannot be reached by utilizing the book's narrative mechanisms. In fact, none of the choose-your-own-adventure options actually get you to Ultima. So what's the deal? The author himself weighs in. For years, this book's optimal ending, or really lack thereof, has been discussed by choose-your-own-adventure enthusiasts worldwide. Why make this book impossible to, quote, win? What purpose does it serve? Here are some reviews from some experts at gamebooks.org, not only showing you their frustration, but admiration for the book Inside UFO 5440. Quote, there are moments of fascinating philosophy in this book. Despite this, Inside UFO 5440 is too unfocused overall for me to consider it transcendent, though I appreciate the cheeky fun of how the reader is supposed to arrive at the planet Ultima, since no choice leads to that part of the story. I love when game books go outside the box. Maybe if the threat posed by the UTY Masters, those are characters in the book, were more chilling or immediate, Inside UFO 5440 would be a great work of interactive fiction. But as is, this is an above-average choose-your-own-adventure that had potential for much, much more. That's a review by Ken Jennings, Jeopardy 74. As someone that took the rules seriously, I felt robbed by the trick in this book. As other reviewers have noted, the pages describing the planet of Ultima cannot be reached through any of the story paths in the book. The idea being that you just turn to those pages and somehow you're there. What? I've never understood how this is a cute trick. The book within a book shenanigans in hyperspace, cute. Saying that the only way to reach the best ending is by effectively cheating and cutting out the Gordian knot? Dumb, dumb, dumb. I was furious at the age of 8 and I'm still steamed about it. Other than that, I found the book mildly entertaining, and some of the bittersweet endings were well thought out. That's by Aussie Smurf. Inside UFO 5440 is one of the greatest game books ever written. This is a science fiction game where the science fiction part is taken quite seriously, unlike the vast majority of game books. Every choice in the book is meant to illustrate a specific philosophical point, and the end result is much more solid and satisfying than the New Age elucubrations of an R.A. Montgomery, for example. Overall, this is a book you absolutely have to experience if you want to call yourself a CYOA, Choose Your Own Adventure, fan. That's by Guillermo. And then a Redditor asked the author, Edward Packard, himself why he decided to make getting to Ultima impossible. He responded, as for UFO 5440, some people think you had to, quote, cheat to get to Ultima, and I shouldn't reward cheating. But it's hinted strongly on the, quote, warning page at the beginning of the book that you can't get there by following the rules. All the best, Edward Packard. Despite the frustrations of thousands of Choose Your Own Adventure fans, to Packard, the answer was crystal clear, outlined in the beginning and with its own philosophical lesson for the book puzzle-obsessed readers. There's no paradise for those who follow the rules.
Did you know 1 in 2 women wear the wrong foundation? Matching foundation is hard, but Il Makiage makes it easy. Take the Power Match quiz to find a perfect match in seconds, customized to your unique skin tone, undertone, and coverage needs. With 600,000 5-star reviews, Woke Up Like This is our best-selling foundation for a reason. Available in 50 shades of weightless natural coverage. And with Try Before You Buy, you can try your full size at home for 14 days. Just pay shipping. Take the quiz at ilmakiage.com/quiz. That's ILMAKIAGE.com/quiz.
Save up to 70% during the Sleep Better Tonight sale at Mattress Warehouse. Yes, we're a warehouse. A warehouse full of the best mattress brands at unbeatable prices, all in stock and available for next day delivery with savings up to 70% and 0% interest financing. Come in today and sleep better tonight knowing you got the best possible price. So where would you look to find the perfect mattress? In a little mattress store or a mattress warehouse? Visit mattresswarehouse.com.
Opinions will always differ, and so they should, because everyone draws from different influences. Parents, peers, politics, education, media, culture. What you believe depends on who you believe. Financial Times readers know that their opinions are reliable because they're shaped by trusted journalism. Robust opinions, confident decisions. Source, FT. To subscribe, go to ft.com/sourceft.